In a move that has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, Tyson Fury, known as the Gypsy King, has officially announced his retirement from professional boxing. This announcement comes after 2 consecutive losses to Alexander Usyk, marking the end of an extraordinary career. On January 13, 2025, Fury took to Instagram to share the news. In his own words,
"Hi everybody, I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'd like to announce my retirement from boxing. It's been a blast. I've loved every single minute of it."
But true to his unpredictable nature, Fury ended his statement with a cryptic line.
And I'm going to end with this. Dick Turpin wore a mask. God bless everybody. See you on the other side. Get up!
Dick Turpin wore a mask. Was it a reference to his recent losses, a final jest, or simply Tyson Fury being Tyson Fury? This decision follows Fury's battles with Usyk, the first in May 2024, where Usyk claimed victory by split decision, and the second in December 2024, where Usyk dominated with a unanimous decision win. These matches showcased Usyk's skill and strategy, outmaneuvering Fury and ending his reign as WBC champion. Fans, analysts, and even fellow boxers have shared their reactions. Promoter Frank Warren called Fury one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, while others speculate this might not be the last we see of him. After all, Fury is no stranger to comebacks. As Fury hangs up his gloves, his legacy as a champion, a showman, and an advocate for mental health remains untouched. But the question remains, is this the final chapter of the Gypsy King, or just another twist in his incredible story? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Joe Rogan leaks list of hilarious demands Kamala Harris made to appear on his podcast. In a story that has sparked both humor and debate, Joe Rogan, the host of the massively popular The Joe Rogan Experience podcast, recently shared details about why an anticipated interview with Vice President Kamala Harris fell through. According to Rogan, Harris's team set forth a series of hilarious demands as conditions for her appearance, which ultimately led him to decline the opportunity. Rogan, known for his candid and unfiltered conversations, revealed that one of the key demands was to avoid discussing marijuana legalization. This request struck Rogan as particularly ironic, given Harris's previous stance as a prosecutor in California, where she oversaw cases that led to marijuana-related incarcerations. Rogan has been a vocal advocate for marijuana legalization, and avoiding the topic on his platform seemed both unrealistic and counterproductive to the nature of his show. He remarked that avoiding such a critical and publicly relevant issue was borderline absurd. Another sticking point was Harris's team's insistence on controlling the setting and format of the interview. Unlike Rogan's typical long-form discussions recorded in his Texas studio, Harris's team proposed a highly structured, 1-hour interview at a location of their choosing. Rogan, whose show thrives on free-flowing, in-depth dialogue, declined, stating that such conditions would compromise the authenticity of the conversation his audience expects. Adding another layer to the story, insiders from Harris's camp shared their concerns about potential backlash. According to political analysts, some members of the Democratic Party were wary of Harris appearing on Rogan's podcast, fearing it might alienate segments of their progressive base. Rogan's audience, largely younger and more diverse in political affiliations, includes a significant number of voters who might not align with traditional Democratic policies. Jennifer Palmieri, an advisor to Harris's husband, acknowledged these fears, noting that the optics of such an appearance had been debated internally. Critics, however, argue that this was a missed opportunity for Harris to reach a broader audience. Rogan's podcast has a massive listenership, with millions of daily viewers and listeners across various platforms. Engaging with Rogan's audience could have helped Harris connect with younger male voters and independents, a demographic that has shown greater support for alternative voices, including Rogan's past guests like Donald Trump. Interestingly, this isn't the first time a politician has faced challenges in navigating Rogan's platform. The podcast's unique style, unstructured, unscripted, and often controversial, makes it both a valuable tool for reaching the public and a potential minefield for political missteps. While Rogan's audience has enjoyed this behind-the-scenes glimpse of political negotiations, the incident raises broader questions about how political leaders interact with new media. Are carefully managed public appearances still the best way to connect with voters, or is authenticity the key in today's media landscape? For now, the Harris-Rogan interview remains the podcast that never was, a fascinating what if in the realm of political media strategy. Dana White reacts to Khabib Nurmagomedov being kicked off Frontier Airlines flight. In a recent incident that has garnered significant attention, former UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov was removed from a Frontier Airlines flight following a dispute over exit row seating. The altercation occurred when flight attendants questioned Nurmagomedov's proficiency in English, a requirement for passengers seated in exit rows due to safety protocols. Despite Nurmagomedov's assurances of his capability, the crew insisted on relocating him, leading to his voluntary departure from the aircraft. UFC CEO Dana White publicly criticized Frontier Airlines for their handling of the situation. Expressing disbelief, White questioned why Nurmagomedov, given his substantial financial means, was flying with the budget carrier.
Khabib being kicked off a Frontier airline flight.
What the fuck is he doing on Frontier Airlines?
That was my question.
This kid's got more money than anybody, but that's how humble he is. He's flying on that piece of shit airline.
How bad do you have to up to get kicked off Frontier?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Khabib doesn't fight anymore because he's got shitloads of money.
Yeah.
I got to teach Khabib how to charter a plane.
If I was on that flight, I'd be pissed off they kicked Khabib off as like an exit row captain.
Yeah.
You are 100% right. That's how dumb they are on Frontier Airlines. If there's anybody you want in that position, it's Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yes.
In response to the incident, Nurmagomedov shared his perspective on social media, clarifying that the airline involved was Frontier, not Alaska Airlines as initially reported. He described the flight attendant's demeanor as very rude from the very beginning, despite his proficiency in English and willingness to assist in an emergency. Nurmagomedov questioned the basis for his removal, pondering whether it was due to racial, national, or other reasons. He concluded by expressing hope that the crew would be nice with clients in the future. Frontier Airlines addressed the situation by denying any allegations of ethnic profiling. They stated that Nurmagomedov was asked multiple times if he was willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency, as per standard procedure for exit row passengers. The airline maintained that the decision to reassign his seat was based solely on safety protocols and not on any discriminatory factors. This incident has sparked discussions about airline policies and the discretion exercised by flight crews in enforcing safety regulations. It also highlights the challenges faced by high-profile individuals in public settings, where misunderstandings can quickly escalate and attract widespread attention. Conor McGregor speaks to Logan Paul regarding boxing match. This can and will happen.
Can happen, my man, for real. This can and will happen.
If Conor McGregor wants to fight, we are running it. I mean, bro, it's an epic fight. I would love to. It would be something I would like step away from WWE for a second.
In a surprising turn of events, Conor McGregor and Logan Paul have ignited speculation about a potential boxing showdown. McGregor, the former UFC double champion and one of the biggest names in combat sports, recently revealed his interest in facing YouTube star turned boxer Logan Paul in the ring. The buzz began when McGregor, during a social media post, confidently stated this can and will happen, fueling rumors of a blockbuster exhibition fight. Adding to the excitement, Logan Paul shared footage of a phone conversation with McGregor, where both fighters expressed enthusiasm for the matchup. In the clip, McGregor called the idea massive, while Logan described it as an epic fight. The back and forth has captured the attention of fans worldwide, especially considering the high-profile status of both athletes. Paul, who has previously fought Floyd Mayweather Jr., has shown his ability to draw enormous pay-per-view audiences, making a potential clash with McGregor a financial goldmine. However, UFC President Dana White has poured cold water on the idea, firmly stating that McGregor's next fight will be in the UFC octagon, not a boxing ring. White dismissed reports of a £400 million purse for the rumored fight, emphasizing that McGregor remains under UFC contract. Conor is focused on getting back to the UFC. That's where his next fight will be, not in a crossover boxing match, White said in a recent interview. Despite White's statement, fans and analysts are not entirely ruling out the possibility of the bout happening in the future. McGregor, known for his entrepreneurial mindset and willingness to cross boundaries, has previously stepped into the boxing ring against Floyd Mayweather Jr. in 2017. That fight became one of the highest-grossing boxing events of all time, cementing McGregor's ability to sell crossover spectacles. Logan Paul, too, has proven his marketability in the boxing world. His fights against Mayweather and fellow YouTuber YouTuber KSI garnered millions of viewers, establishing him as a legitimate draw in the sport. For Paul, a fight with McGregor would represent another step towards solidifying his presence in combat sports. While the logistics of making the fight a reality are complex, the fighters' mutual interest has set the stage for endless speculation. Fans are divided, with some seeing the potential bout as an exciting spectacle and others questioning its legitimacy as a competitive boxing match. Regardless of opinions, one thing is clear: McGregor and Paul have once again captured the spotlight, proving their knack for keeping fans intrigued. For now, Dana White's firm stance on McGregor's UFC obligations suggests that a showdown with Paul may not happen anytime soon. However, as we've seen in the past, McGregor is no stranger to defying expectations and creating seismic moments in combat sports. Whether this fight materializes or remains just a dream, it's yet another reminder of the ever-blurring lines between entertainment and professional athletics.